Okay, so in this will be a review for One Piece chapter 1001, and obviously this review will be a big spoilers. So if you not have read the chapter yet, wait and so on because yeah. So the chapter start with Monkey D. Luffy, Zoro, Kid, Killer, Law versus Big Mom and Kaido. And the two cool things that we see that Zoro do a new attack when he cut Prometheus in two part. Prometheus obviously survive, do not die because yeah. And then Big Mom do some cool attack with when her heavenly fire, and lots of heavenly fire and Zoro. So I'm wondering here if Zoro now, so Zoro have learned now to cut through fire. So I'm wondering if he gets Kineman's sword in some way because he can cut flames. So he does that. It was very cool, and Monkey D. Luffy survived that attack. He was knocked out from before that with the Kaido's Kinobo attack. So yeah, it's was very good chapter. This chapter was much better than chapter 1000. I think you can almost compare it with chapter 99. I think 99 maybe this chapter a little better than 99, but it's not far away, very closely. So they fight, and obviously they have fun moment. So the fun moment in the chapter is that when Big Mom shoot her heavenly fire, and both Zoro, both Law, uh, uh, Law, Monkey D. Luffy, and yeah, Kid, all of them do their very special faces when the flame comes close to them. See who will be touched first of the flame, and this kind of thing. So they play around, and obviously Zoro gets very angry because they are fighting two emperors, and obviously then Kaido always say to them, "You are brats," and so you think you will be pirate king. The the reason why he turned to be a pirate king because he defeated Rock Disabek. Do you think you are similar to this three character like Rock Disabek, Goldie Roger, and Whitebear? And when you see a very cool picture when you see Monkey Luffy stand there, and you see in the background you see all of the legendary three, like as I said before, Whitebear, Goldie Roger, and Rock Disabek. And so that is very cool, and obviously in the end of the chapter you see Big Mom sitting on sitting on sitting on Zeus with her sword, and they are ready to really brawl, they really start a big fight. So then Kaido had transformed himself to the dragon, and obviously we still do not have any confirmation about Kaido's devil fruit yet, because there's still not any little text under the dragon say the name. When you transform of the power of devil fruit, they will give the name if they are new devil fruits, introduce them. So I do not think that they will his dragon fruit. No, his dragon is his devil fruit, because obviously they call the fish mythical fish fruit, and I don't think it should be very strange if this is his devil fruit when he's a dragon, and we have seen the dragon so long time before even they say the name of the when Big Mama before in the chapter 1000 when Big Mama introduced us to the name of that fruit, so yeah. So we're still waiting for his real shape, and I still believe that we will see the Leviathan will be his. This is what I think that the Leviathan will be his real. It's gonna be his devil fruit when he's revealed, maybe chapter 1000, chapter 1002, and we will see. So I think it's very cool to see Big Mom in a different light too. You see her in other attacks, like more like a fire attacks, obviously because he controls the weather, because she have Zeus, so he's doing lightning and wind, and then we have Prometheus, that is obviously the sun, the fire, from the Greek mythology, like the Titans, and take the fire from the gods and give them to the humans, and so on. So that is very cool. So I think my favorite moment in the chapter is when Sorrow cuts Prometheus in two, and obviously the scene when you see Loa, Monkey Luffy, and the other one, Kid, try to avoid the heavenly fireballs. So that is very fun to see. So, and obviously there will be I think a break next week. Next Thursday will be no chapter. It will be no. So that is a bit sad that we have to wait a bit long time again to see for the next chapter. And I hope next chapter that we will see Kaido's true form, true shape, and we will see more about Queen and obviously King, and obviously more about Jinbei and Who's Who and Black Maria. If I really want to see more of them in the fight, I really hope we get more time. Obviously, and we also have to explain more, have more detail for the Rocks Pirates. So that will be interesting. So I don't know. So I hope they will do like a whole chapter to the Rocks Pirates as maybe a final thing, so we really see see the backstory of Kaido and all this kind of thing, the story, how that builds up. But I think Rocks Pirates are very interesting. I think Rocks Pirates is almost like a combination with Revolutionary Army and pirates as one group. They are like that kind of image of them, like the government called them like a extremist terrorist group that is there to destroy the world. And the reason why Rock Dieselbeck was so fearful, so many people were frightened of him, was because I think when it was on the Guards Valley, they were stopped of Goldie Roger and Carp. They worked together. The first time ever, how Goldie Roger is the king, and there is how Carp turned to be the hero of the Marine. So they together joined forces to defeat Rock Dieselbeck, and they was there to protect the heavenly dragons. The most despicable creature ever is the heavenly dragons. They belong to slave trade. They're slave owners. They are the highest of the rank in the One Piece world. But there is a reason why Rock Dieselbeck is so they really want to, because I think Rock Dieselbeck probably the first pirate, I speculate now, is that have ever killed a heavenly dragon. I think that's why the reason why they are so evil. They are because it's almost like a taboo. You are not allowed to kill heavenly dragons, because I think that was his mission, to attack the Guards Valley, was to attack the heavenly dragons. So you can almost say like Rock Dieselbeck is almost like it's almost similar to Lucifer. It's almost like Lucifer, like the person, someone to take over the dominance of the rule of the heavens. But in some sense, if you can say that, like he's almost like, it's like the person that kills people you cannot kill. If you understand what I mean, he's the guy that wants to kill God. It's not. I don't mean God in that sense of God. I mean he wants to. How can I do a good explanation? Yeah, he wants to kill something that no other pirate really want to kill, because they know the extreme consequence of if they kill one of this person. Because if you kill a heavenly dragon, you have to be strong. You have to be extremely strong to survive after that, because every person in the Marine will be after you for eternity. Everyone, the best battleships, the Bosticles, the officers, everybody will be out after you if you kill a heavenly dragon, because you're, yeah. So I think that was his mission in the regard when he was stopped of the Golden Roger and Carp, was to kill the heavenly dragons, because if you kill them, you rule the world. Because if you kill the heavenly dragons, so that and so there is many different speculation. My speculation is that I don't know. Yeah, my speculation is that Rock Tisebek is the same person as Dragon. They looks very similar in some sense. If you see one, you see, like, obviously we have not yet seen Rock Tisebek in a good picture. Only see have shadowy pictures of Rock Tisebek. But maybe he not. Maybe he's the father of Dragon, or maybe he's. I'm not sure yet. 100% sure, obviously, because I don't know. But you have to be a very special person to kill a heavenly dragon and really know the consequence. Even if you have Kaido, Big Mom, the Golden Lion Shaki, John, the Silver Axe, Whitebeard, the Chinese pirate I don't remember the name of, and all. Even if you have a super group in your crew, that is, you still have to be strong, extremely strong, in many different ways. You have the physical strength, tactical strength. You have to know. That is something I think. This is the reason why I think you have to know all this kind of thing, because you have to know how that you can stand against the Marines for eternity. If you do this, you have to be able to fight for eternity if you do this. So this is what I really hope for, is a very detailed explanation for the Rocks pirates, for the whole crew, not just Rock Tisebek, but for the whole crew. Maybe after Wano, maybe we can see maybe 6 or 8 chapters for Rocks pirates and Kaido, because I think that is very necessary that we have a full view of them, because I don't think we can just do one chapter and then we know everything about them. We have to be very detailed explanation. So that I really hope for. So obviously this chapter, I like this chapter, was a okay chapter, but it was much better than chapter 1000. Chapter 1000 was really disappointing, but this was okay chapter. But I still want something more. I like the chapter we see about Oden, where they talk about Oden. I want that kind of detail for Kaido and the Rocks Pirate, because I think was very interesting. That was very cool that when they do the story of Oden in the One Piece world. But that was cool because that we see that we can. Monkey D. Luffy is not the main pillar. Is not the only thing that puts the story together. I think One Piece will work even without the Straw Hat Pirate. One Piece will even still be interesting because it's an interesting world, and that was that showcase of the One Piece that with Oden, that we can even learn about different character in some chapters, and still was very interesting. And the story and all this kind of thing. Yeah, so that is everything I really want to say for my review for chapter 1001. And next week a break, then we will see. Then I hope we will see more Kaido's true form in the chapter 1002. Okay.